Alright YouTube, so today is May 12th. This is what the damage is looking like. I don't know if you can go ahead and see that. So I got a little bit of the rear quarter. Okay, so right now I'm actually gonna go drop off the vehicle to get painted. So we can get that done. And I'll go ahead and update you guys in a couple of days once it's done. Okay, so to walk you guys over what exactly happened, on May 11th, which was my birthday, I was having a birthday party that my girlfriend threw for me, and during that party, someone decided to key the whole entire side of my car. Why? I have no idea. Did I find out who did it? I didn't, but I do have some speculations. So as you guys can see, there was damage all over the car. Most of it is because of the windstorm that did happen, but as you can see, the whole entire side actually did get keyed, and they were pretty deep scratches. And so I had dropped off the car then, but they actually kept it for 2 entire months. As you can see, there's actually damage on that carbon fiber mirror cap. They're gonna special order it from Germany, so it should get here around August. Now that is around the time Monterey Car Week is gonna happen, so I'm not gonna get it installed then. But back to the YouTube video. What's up YouTube? Welcome to another video of mine. I got back my car. It is currently Thursday, July 2nd, and I finally got my car back from the body shop. It was there for almost 2 months, and as you can see, no more damage from the part that I got keyed on, and then this damage is gone now too. So absolutely amazing. Only one issue, they accidentally had color matched this part right here, which was supposed to be aluminum, but they had color matched it. So thankfully my vehicle is back to how it was prior. So now we can actually get it ready for Monterey Car Week. And just a minor setback, I did end up purchasing more aggressive spacers. I ended up getting a 17mm spacer opposed to the 12 in the front and then the 15 in the rear. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna pass these rear ones to the front, and then I'm gonna sell the front ones and I'm gonna put these on the rear. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And then the cool part is that I actually decided to invest a little bit since I did start making a little bit more money. I decided to get myself a jack. So that's pretty cool. You guys can see I actually did purchase a jack, but we're still into the caveman method, and I do have crossbar. Now, I did want to walk over some of the damage that did happen on the vehicle. It did get scratched right there. It had some dents on the hood, and then as well as it did get keyed on the side. It did have some damage right here in the very bottom. It was like right here, and then some on the actual aluminum, and as well as it did have like a slight nick right around here. How much did all that cost? Dude, it was super expensive. I'm actually gonna pull out the cost of everything right now. This is the first one, right? We do have the mirror cover for the carbon fiber one, which is $469.99. This is the part that where the vehicle got keyed. It came out to $2,193, which then after labor and everything totaled out to $6,628. It's the part where it was windstorm damage. We are at $4,247 for the actual parts themselves. And then after everything, we are actually at $9,478. The insurance ended up paying a total of $15,000, probably $16,000 is what the insurance ended up paying, which is absolutely crazy. Now they did warn me about one little thing, which was to not damage this part, which is my rear diffuser. They said whatever I do not damage that part, because it is $10,000 just for that part. You know, $10,000 for just a carbon fiber diffuser is crazy. But yeah, So that is where we're at right now. They actually ended up replacing this carbon fiber blade. It starts from right here all the way down there. As you can see, this is like a whole different piece of the middle section. So yeah, this one's completely brand new. Feels so nice. This one over here is the old one. Now this one does have PPF on it, so this one's fine. Now I do need to get the vehicle re-PPF, so that's another thing. I'm probably not gonna do that, honestly. I might just wait until after Monterey Car Week, or until I decide to take off the wrap that I'm gonna put on the vehicle. As you guys can see right now, the jag actually comes up to actually hit the side skirt, so hopefully, like I said, that helps it and we can get a little bit more ground clearance. Okay, so I have the car partially jacked up, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove this tire and go from there. All right, so there's one thing my dumbass messed up on. So these are 12 millimeters and those are the 15s. I need to grab those and put them in the front, and I need to replace those with the 17s that I already have outside. So I need to jack up this end and not the other one. So I'm gonna do exactly what I did with that one, but on the rear. All right, guys, so I went ahead and put the 15s in the front. Still not exactly flush, but I mean, it's definitely a lot better than this. Backs. The suspension still needs to settle a little bit, so, but nonetheless, I mean, this is a W. Definitely a lot better than what it was beforehand. Now this is another thing that I'm having an issue with too. Ours sounds a little like a helicopter back here. Alright guys, so the spacers are now installed and it's all done and set. They actually came out pretty good. Now I feel like the fronts still need a little bit more, but at this point I won't be buying any more spacers because I do plan on getting a different set of tires where the corners actually protrude a little bit. It's gonna stay like that. The next time I do get wheels, I'm actually gonna custom order them and then have them be so to the point where like I don't have to actually use a spacer. I can just install them. All in all, I feel like it looks a lot better. Definitely looks cleaner. Now obviously the suspension still needs to settle a little bit. I still need to wrap the car, and I actually need to wait till the paint is done curing. But also I am gonna change the Audi rings and then the RS5 logo as well as the rear one back to chrome. I honestly don't like the black, if I'm being honest. I really do want to turn it back into you know how former Audis were, so that's one of the steps I'm going to take. That's actually why I actually ended up buying this plate holder. I actually installed it wrong. And then as well as I bought some L stems. I don't know if you're able to see them. They're pretty cool. They're $75 though, pretty expensive. That one was $75 as well, but nonetheless I feel like the car looks a lot better now. Follow me on my journey in getting this car ready for Monterey Car Week, and I'll see you guys in the next one.